Well, hi folks, welcome to Saber Media Sports Extra on YouTube. So it is so sad that former Blasters captain Thomas Partey has been charged with 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. And we are in on Saber Media Sports Extra to give you a breakdown as to what really transpired when Partey appeared in court for the very first time. And also, what are the chances of Thomas Partey overcoming this hurdle? You want to subscribe to Saber Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the best of sporting content. So we start off with a preamble on this issue. And on the 1st of July 2022, Partey was arrested and charged with 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. Note that that was the very first time Partey was arrested. And from 2022 up to 2025, nothing was heard with regards to this issue, meaning whatever they were doing was kept away from the public. Now, why was Partey not suspended by Arsenal? Because I quite remember when former Manchester City, former Sunderland player Adam Johnson was charged with sexual offense or activity with a minor as far back as in 2015. Immediately, he was suspended by Sunderland. And I also quite remember when Benjamin Mendy was also arrested and charged, he was also suspended by Manchester City. But when it comes to Thomas Partey, we saw something different, and Partey was not suspended by Arsenal. He kept on enjoying playing minutes. What made it possible? What really took place? Did Arsenal negotiate? Was there any third party who came in to make sure that Partey was not suspended? And from my perspective, what I would say is the case was yet to be officially opened. That is how I'll put it. Because though he was arrested, but officially they had not opened the case. And I'm sure that is the reason why Partey kept on playing. Compared to Benjamin Mendy, compared to Adam Johnson, the difference is very clear. And also, the possible reason why Partey was not suspended has to do with Arsenal in the picture or at the center of this matter. Arsenal had invested big time in Thomas Partey, and Partey was signed in 2020. So fast forward in 2022, Partey was arrested, and there is no way Arsenal will remain aloof and allow their investment to go waste. So probably there was a bit of negotiation between Arsenal, the authorities involved, and Partey's lawyer, and they all agreed that within that 3-year period, they have to take their time and they can use it as a golden opportunity to investigate and gather more relevant ideas or evidence with regards to this matter. So, from my camp, I think these are the reasons why Thomas Partey was not suspended by Arsenal. And I'm sure the second reason carries weight. And I'm going for the second reason. Arsenal as a football club and how they conducted themselves and the kind of negotiation they also came in with. That is the probable reason why Thomas Partey was not suspended by Arsenal, because they did not want their investment to go down the drain. Now, on the 4th of August, Partey appeared at the Westminster Magistrate Court, and that was yesterday. And the first thing that Partey did was to deny all the charges, the 5 counts of rape, the 1 count of sexual assault. They were all denied by Thomas Partey. And obviously, I was expecting Partey to do that. So it's good that he went in there and he denied all the charges. Also, they took his address, and also he gave assurance that anytime they had to invite him, he will show up. And if he has to change his address. Partey needs to communicate that change, his new address, to the authorities involved, and that is Westminster Magistrate Court. Now, the whole activity in court lasted under 15 minutes, and that should tell you they did not really waste much time on this issue. And the trial is set to take place on the 2nd of September at Crown Court. That is where the trial is going to take place. And what are the chances of Thomas Partey winning? So we will go to Partey's lawyer, and Jenny Witcher. Jenny Witcher, she's the lawyer of Thomas Partey, and he has that track record. He has the profile of assisting clients who have been caught up with issues related to sexual offense, issues related to criminality, and she's a big plug when it comes to the legal world, a big plug. And if I'm to go through her profile, Jenny Boycher works at top law firm called Hickman and Rose. And at Hickman and Rose, she's the head of serious and general crime. She's the head of that department, and her strengths are very meticulous, meaning she pays attention to details, and she has a good listening ear as well. Yes, she just comes in and she takes her time to listen to whatever information that is coming from the client. And you need important information for you to defend your client, for you to argue your case out seriously without any blemish in court. So this is something small on the profile of Jenny Boche, who is the lawyer of Thomas Partey. And after the proceeding in court, this was what she said. Partey fully cooperated with the police and CPS through the 3-year investigation. Partey now welcomes an opportunity to clear his name. So this should give you a sign, this should give you an indication that Partey's lawyer is someone you cannot underrate. Partey's lawyer really knows her job. She believes whatever that is happening to Thomas Partey, this is the best moment for Partey to clear his name, to prove that he is really innocent. And let me remind you that same Jenny Woodshire succeeded in helping Benjamin Mendy in 2023. Mendy was also charged with sexual offense in 2021 thereabout, and it took the timely intervention and the good work of Jenny Woodshire for Benjamin Mendy to be unanimously acquitted and discharged and cleared of the issues that he was involved in. And if I'm to continue, what are the chances of Thomas Partey winning? What I would say is from now up to 2nd September, there should be more evidence coming in from the camp of Thomas Partey. If I'm to cast my mind back and use Benjamin Mendy's case as an example, I think what really worked for Benjamin Mendy was the number of evidence he was able to provide, and he provided multiple evidence via CCTV camera and others, and that made it possible for Benjamin Mendy to win his case. So Partey should be doing the same thing. It can be word against word. That is not really enough. You need to go a step further. You need to come out with pictures. You need to come out with videos. If Partey is able to do that, and on the D-Day in court, Partey is able to show multiple videos indicating that the sexual activity that took place, there was that mutual understanding, mutual consent took place before the sexual activity went on. I'm sure Partey stands a chance of winning this case. And another issue I would like to look at has to do with the ladies involved. And some way, somehow, they've all dated Thomas Partey. It's not as if it was a hit and run thing. No, the first woman, the second woman, and the third woman, they all at a point in time had a relationship with Thomas Partey. It was so unfortunate that relationship, it got to a point separation needed to come in. So it looks like they are bitter and they are they are in to seek vengeance. So it's more of a beko go the enko corner. If that thing with them they do, yes. Then he say like then date Partey and they were expecting Partey to probably settle down with them. That did not happen. So what they won't do is to destroy Partey literally. So they are in to seek vengeance. For you to be raped 3 times is so weird. For you to be raped 3 times. The first woman, if you are to read her statement, if you are to read the charge, she was raped 3 times. The second woman was raped 2 times. And the third woman was the sexual assault thing. Excuse me, it is so weird and it is so upset and it is so surprising for someone to be raped 3 times. Is that woman saying that she was enjoying the rape? Is it what she's trying to tell us? That she was enjoying the rape 3 times? It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really add up. But in court, you need to present your case well and you need to back it with evidence. So it can be word against word. If Partey is to go on that tangent, he's going to lose. Definitely, he's going to lose. So he needs to gather more evidence, like what Benjamin Mendy did. More videos. I don't know if the location that the sexual activity took place, there were CCTV cameras. I'm sure there were CCTV cameras. And Partey, he needs to get more videos. And if he's able to do that, I'm sure probably Partey is going to win this case, clear his name, because the repercussions are so many. His brand will be affected. It's likely he will go clubless. Now, someone asked me why Partey did not move to Saudi Arabia. You know, there are countries with no extradition treaty in UK. Yes, they don't have any extradition treaty with UK. And Saudi Arabia is part. So if Partey is to move to Saudi Arabia, then literally it means Partey can't be invited. He can be invited, but he can decide not to honor their invitation. And because there is no extradition treaty, you can't use compulsion. You cannot just put pressure on him that he should come to UK because there is no extradition treaty. You cannot involve the government of Saudi Arabia to forcibly bring Partey to the UK. It won't be possible. So even the decision to sign for Villarreal should tell you that some way, somehow, the court had influence. The court played a vital role. They needed to do it in a way, a manner that if they need Partey, they can easily bring Partey on board and continue with the issue. So it is so strange that Partey moved to Villarreal, but I'm sure by now I've given you a breakdown as to why Partey did not go to Saudi, but rather opted for Villarreal. What we can do at the moment is to pray for Thomas Partey, is to support him with prayers, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we are just hoping that Partey will be cleared from all these charges. Do to subscribe to Saban Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the best of sporting content. Have a wonderful day.